Caldora is a kingdom surrounded by mountains, only two rivers and two roads in and out. Its land is heavily forested. Outsiders call the nation a tree on top of a hill. It has known no war for hundreds of years. It does not even man the one border castle any longer, merely ready to man it should the signal of an invasion arise. The city of Cadora is its capital and home of the worship of the Builder, its sole publicly worshipped deity. Churches dot every neighborhood, and the red and silver clad priests and their hammers are never too far to hear of heresy in the streets. The king of Keldora, King Glavendel, resides in a humble estate open to all, and his reign of 453 years has been prosperous. But that's neither here nor there, for you have all received letters to arrive at the home of Phineas Redbeard, a dwarven collector specializing in the rare and magical, one of only a few independent traders tolerated by the various guilds of Keldora. He requested you to come with an opportunity to gain some riches and a little renown among his trade partners and customers. As you arrive, he seats you at a long wooden table in his home, serving stout ale and bread until everyone is there. We'll go ahead and go around the table, introduce what everyone sees, and introduces themselves as. Let's start with Turtle.
I am bringing back an old classic, Iona the Undying. I am essentially Knight of the Round Table. It's the easiest way I can explain it. Like,
Okay,
not Lancelot, he fucked the queen, but like...
That's what you're like, but what do you look like to everyone?
I am a talking fish.
No, it's Undyne.
Talking fish, heavy armor?
I am a bipedal talking fish.
Okay. Bane of Gods.
Alright, so my character, his name is Heskin Stormgorger, and he is a blue dragonborn. And from his outfit, you wouldn't be able to tell because from the waist up, he is shirtless, but from his pants, he wears nice silks and stuff. But what you can tell from his posture is he is very much a noble. He has the attitude for it, his posture is always straight, and he has the mannerisms of always keeping to himself and only speaking when spoken to, basically.
Like how, Nine, you think people actually give a shit about posture.
Right.
We're all criminals and thieves here, sir. We'll steal your posture.
Alright. Veda. Who have you brought?
I guess the best way to describe my character is how he would arrive. In which to say, he is carried on a sedan chair, which, if you don't know, is one of those chairs that has struts on either side, so it's carried by 4 different people. He's carried by a sedan chair, and he has a entourage of similarly dressed, helmeted figures surrounding him at all times. Dancing around between their feet is this white mastiff. Sitting on top of the sedan chair is an elaborately dressed older dwarf. He's got the fineries of a noble in one hand. He's got like a scepter with this semi-glowing crystal on the top of it. A owl sits perched on one of his shoulders. And when referred to, the only name he acknowledges is Commander.
Alright, and are you the type to have all of that packed inside this man's home while you sit down at his table? Or did you tell them all to sit outside?
No, they're with me. They're like, imagine one of those Pirates of the... Imagine one of those Pirates of the Caribbean movies, right? Where you have the pirate captain sitting there at the table with all the meetings, and he's just surrounded by everybody he brought with him.
Phineas kind of looks around to your cadre and goes, "Oh, would they like something to eat?"
He looks up at his entourage and says, "No."
Well, fair enough. Viceroy.
I'm playing a Volcrum, a half-orc in pretty heavy armor. It's just sitting down and enjoying the food, not really paying attention to what's going on around him. And asks for another beer.
Alright, Phineas is more than happy to provide. And I think last is Quote.
Yeah, okay. I'm playing Quincy Rail. And he is a average-sized, normal-looking tabaxi man, wielding 2 rapiers and wearing nothing but plain clothes. Sitting in the shadow, just kind of there. That's all.
Alright, cool beans. So everyone is there. And he just Phineas takes a seat at the table, drinking down about half of a mug of ale, as he looks around and makes a little bit of small talk first. Oh, I hope all of you had a good trip. I heard the North had a little bit of a rock slide on the path. Maybe you got in before it happened. But I guess we should go ahead and get down to business. There's a little something I want you to get. Maybe I should just lay down a little bit of the history of it first. Long ago, my people liked to build closer to the surface and made any number of tiny settlements and forts up in the mountain in these areas. Nowadays, they dig much deeper and in fewer places. A lot of those small settlements just didn't work out for one reason or another, or just mined out whatever didn't take effort to get. Fetzelgard wasn't quite so lucky. Whomever didn't die trapping the beast that did most of them in caved to grief and insanity, so the story goes. So it's a nice place. It was a terrible thing, the few survivors said. Made of green obsidian, hoofs of charcoal, horns tipped with diamonds. Whenever it would breathe, a cloud of noxious gas would descend and petrify brave dwarves trying to ward it off. At 4 times their height, it had no trouble nor remorse trampling them to bloody dust and eating the remains. In their last attempt to stop it, they used a folding fortress to entrap it, hopefully for all time. When compressed, the folding fortress is a simple 1-inch cube, but can expand to take a variety of shapes, usually a scouting tower on the surface or a stout hold underground. If it wasn't obvious, I want that folding fortress. The smith who used to make them croaked about a year ago, so now everyone's scrambling to hoard every single one they can get. I know a few people who will pay nicely for it, and in return you'd get your share of what it would be worth. So that's what I would like you all to do. Go to Fetzelgard, give me the fortress, come back, and take my money.
Commander's gonna look around and how much is a share?
Well, I think the thing would sell for about 4,000 to 5,000. So that'd be, if we split it half first, 25,000 between the lot of you.
Yeah, I think Heskin kind of looks around before kind of speaking up and goes, well, the amount of money is no big issue to me, but I suppose if everyone puts in their amount of work, it should even out.
I mean, Commander's gonna look at his entourage and then look at all the rest of you. The Blackstaff Mercenary Company works on payment. Am I to believe that I should cut the same share for all 9 of us as for the rest of you?
Why don't you just go by yourself?
Oh, I see. Make a competition of it, shall we? Who gets there first?
Well, to be fair, I asked for the rest of you because I wasn't sure one mercenary group would be enough. There's no telling how many of your men out in right here that creature might take down. I have no doubt in your ability, but it's nasty.
I like how Theta wasn't doing so good the last time he tried to solo it, so he made a character with more people so he can solo by himself in a group.
There's more of me than there are of you.
I don't think Theta could take his group characters and solo a dragon.
The question is did anybody get the Dragon Slayer as their item?
I thought about it.
I just thought it would be too easy, so I didn't.
I was gonna do it, and then I was like, you know what? There's gonna be a lot more to this than actual dragon fighting.
Still,
Maybe I should take something that will be helpful for the rest of the time.
yeah.
Nah, definitely not.
Why would you need anything like that? When you got me, drugs.
I'm sorry, did you say your name was Drugs?
No.
I thought you said drugs.
You got me, Drugs.
You got me your best friend, marijuana.
Have you met my pet bird, Meth? It's a hummingbird.
Alright. Well, splitting it evenly among everybody, that's like 1,700 gold to kill a dragon. Do we get to...
1,700.
Yeah, roughly.
Don't think you're doing the math right.
25,000 divided by...
Commander looks around because, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 13 shares.
Oh, I did the math wrong.
Yeah. Me and my 8 guys plus the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4
Okay,
of
so that's
you.
1,900.
I'm uncertain. He did. Okay, Griff did say he hired your entire group, right? Like
Yeah,
he-
but we're getting paid on completion.
That's 192 gold pieces per person.
I thought you said 25,000.
Yeah, divided by 13 guys.
You did 2,500.
Did I? Oh, did you
Yeah.
say 25,000? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, so you could just up that to.
I'm not fighting a fucking dragon for a little under 200 gold.
Just add a 0.
Okay.
And there you
Yeah, I
go.
just did. There you go. So
Kind of looks
1,923.
at you a little bit though. Dragon? Oh no. This isn't a dragon. This is one of those deep creatures.
Super Dragon?
No, it's always some strange thing, some accumulation of different elementals, nasty attitude, and maybe dark ancient magic.
Oh, so a lithids, okay.
Wait, did he say 25,000? I was pretty sure he said 5,000 divided by 2. And our share would be the other half.
I thought he
Well,
said 50,000 divided by 2.
you're sitting
and our
right
share's
there.
half.
You can...
I did say 2,500.
2,500, so it would be back down to 192.
That's awful.
192
Awful.
gold per person.
Do you have anything to like assist us in this, or are we essentially paying you to tell us where something is? Because you're not
Well,
really
I'm
hiring
essentially
us,
a
you're pointing us
collector.
in the direction.
And one that is beyond the guilds of this region, if you could say. I could definitely procure you a number of different magical items that perhaps would not be so easily available here. Not to mention, I have a number of contacts who would love to assist someone who happened to have helped me. So there is at least a small benefit to it.
If you increase the Black Staff share to 300 per person, we would be more than willing to extend our hand in this.
And there goes Theta trying to solo the adventure again.
I say let him go. I'll follow him around. I don't give a shit.
His character's so unreasonable because he's 9 people.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
That's right, this is where I'll fail.
Yeah.
Of course.
Too bad that Quote's not. I mean, Quincy's not in your group.
13?
I've still got to make a bit of a profit. But I see where you're coming from.
You're hiring a mercenary corps. You're not looking for an individual adventure. The money invested is also money to ensure that it's not simply taken and run off with. Might I remind you that if you do not get the item, you get none of its selling value. So the minuscule amount that I'm asking an extra to pay me and my men is nothing compared to the profits you'll see from its sale. All I'm asking
got a
is
livelihood to keep, but
to
I'll
be
compromise
paid
with you.
to be paid to do what I do, so that you can then do what you do.
I'll meet you halfway. Let's up the total to 3,000 between the lot of you. That's still a heavier portion than I'm getting out of it. But maybe it'll cover any expenses you want to take out there.
300 billion double dollars.
$2,250 to hire the Black Staff Mercenary Company. Do we have an accord?
Wait, are you trying to hire yourself out individually?
The entire corps. All 9 men, including myself.
Look, the offer on the table is for everyone.
I
How you
understand.
decide to do it with your compatriots is up to you. And you discuss with them how you
Look,
want to split
you
this
sent the
bag of
note.
cash.
You recognize the skills. You wouldn't have hired us, tried to hire us otherwise.
And I definitely don't want to hire you alone.
How could you hire an entire mercenary company alone?
I'm just, my character's sitting over here just trying to, like, not laugh outright because of your poor negotiations.
I don't understand exactly what's going on.
I don't know. I literally rolled a better than average negotiation, so.
Trying to pay himself 8 times over using his mercenary corps.
That's not true. He's trying to pay each member of his mercenary corps. He's doing it right. Really, if those are like real people.
And literally, I'm not asking for that much. I'm literally asking for 20 more gold ahead.
What I actually expect is those people that are following him around, I think it's just a bunch of gnomes stacked on top of each other. No, you know what it is? He's probably a druid, and he's got a bunch of pixies lined up in cloaks to make it look like he's got a bunch of people with him.
Yeah, those aren't people, those are magic.
They're actually just balloons on strings under
I
coats.
cast Unseen Servant. I have each Unseen Servant lift up the armor and wear it, and then they will follow me around all day. I now have 50 Unseen Servants following me around. Boy, do I look intimidating.
I'm sorry, are you,
can't do shit. You don't have spell slots.
Are you talking about that?
Yeah.
That spell that I actually do have?
Please tell
Oh,
me that's
no.
what you did.
We called it out on him.
Anyways, yes,
all
my-
the armor's gonna fall to the ground.
My better than average persuasion check. All I'm asking for is 20 extra gold ahead.
I already offered you more money.
Yeah, you did offer us more money.
No, you offered
Either
all
you
of
take
them
what's on
more
the
money.
table or get out, because I have a business to run, and I want
Alright.
this thing.
Listen, I'll do
So it looks like temporarily we're all signing on with the black cloak I'm gonna point at Commander. I'm gonna go, that dwarf guy's guild, mercenary, whatever. So let's just go. Let's just go do what we need to do, and come back, get paid, and then we'll never have to see each other ever again. And you can go back to getting paid more, and I can go back to swimming.
Theta can go back to being an overpriced mercenary guild.
That's not too overpriced, actually.
Yeah, it's not, but he's haggling super hard, and that's always the most annoying part.
You always want to haggle.
Yeah, of course.
I just
All
wasn't
wanted
doing
you
it
to do
because
was kill, not
somebody
to-
else was doing it. I didn't feel I needed to do it.
All I wanted you to do was kill, not tell me how much to pay you.
Yeah, I think at this point, Heskin like looks over at Commander and he goes, "If reward is the problem, when the job is done, I would happily split some of my share to you and your crew."
That is, if they're still alive.
Very well.
Good. We all have an agreement. He goes ahead and unfurls the map and points over to where Fort Petzelgard is, which is to the south of your current location.
Yeah, maybe you want to shift, left click that, so we know exactly where it is. That way it'll also move the map.
Sure, shift left click is working.
Yeah, you gotta switch it over to the
Oh, there we go.
For sure.
Oh,
There we go.
that's
That's a little bit
That's
down.
a bit of a walk.
Also, I'm just going to have one token on the board specifically for the whole party.
why is it gotta be Commander's token?
Because it's easy.
Is there a commander's token on the map?
Yeah.
Yes, he is sitting on top of Kedora right now. City right up here.
That is a while away. Isn't it?
If you'll notice, you can actually calculate out how far it is.
Wow.
Oh wow.
The squareness of the map does not flatter me. That is actually a lot taller of a token.
It's like a couple days walk.
Oh, it makes me look like a short, fat dude.
Ah, well, you know, the portrait painter adds 15 pounds.
Wait, are you not a dwarf? What are you?
I am a dwarf, but just I'm not that fat. Like I said, it's squashing my token down from being less vertical. Yeah, I'm not that fat.
Just imagining this big burly dwarf. I'm not that fat.
Alright.
I mean, I do have a carriage, so I mean, I don't have to walk anywhere.
I think
This
we
is
can all fit
true.
in your carriage, you little shit.
Yeah, I'm literally being carried around in a sedan chair, so I'm not walking.
Oh,
either.
hey, I have a carriage too. Okay. Forgot I did that.
Alright. So, let's see. With at least your mission underway, you could perhaps ask Phineas any questions you have, maybe wander the city to get any preparations, any food for the journey, or horses or carts.
I
Additionally, basic understanding of how travel work. If you all are walking, you could walk at a normal pace of 24 miles a day, which is about 4 hexes. And so we will go one by one through each hex and see what happens.
I want to ask Phineas if there's any supplies he's willing to spare to make sure that the journey goes over better.
Well, I'm not necessarily a general merchant but I could probably set you up with a friend of mine in town. He might be willing to sell you a few dozen rations on the cheap.
Alright, sounds good. Just give me his name and I'll go.
Alright, he does. And you could go ahead and buy 1 day of rations for 3 silver and buy up to 10 of them.
What is he buying?
10 more rations.
Day rations. There are 10 of them available for 3 silver.
Can you,
So-
okay, if I was to buy like a barrel of water, how much would that go for?
Pretty cheap, almost even negligible.
Okay, so, well, that's actually pretty decent. And how many people do we have on our journey right now?
It's looking like 13, if
13.
I heard the count right.
Not including my pets.
How big is a barrel of water? Like, roughly a ton of gallons? Essentially, it's how much water we need to purchase for the trip.
Fortunately, the road is not too far away from the river. And at the very least, it would be fairly easy to refill 1 barrel along the way, or maybe even find a few ponds or creeks along the way.
Yeah,
Or maybe even a well, because this is civilized society. Every now and then there is maybe a village, or maybe someone's farm or ranch. You
With
could always
this
drop by that.
river that seems to flow right next to the wall.
Yeah, but we don't know. It might be tainted or poisoned. We can't turn back, certainly.
I don't know. Is everybody dead in the valley?
Not last anyone else checked.
No, then I guess it's not poisoned.
Not yet.
They only built a society around it.
And literally, we could follow the river all the way down to Hedgeburg. I don't think water's going to be a problem, boys.
Yeah, so Heskin's going to ask, does he know of any dangers south of here on the way?
On the road, I think I heard that there might have been some bandits out there, but not too much else. I know every now and then some of the pagans, as they call them in this region, like to kind of venture out of their woods and harass some people. But I hear the Hammerites patrol the area. Those guys were all obsessed with the builder. They like to detect if they bring any of their pets with them, and they tend to notice it. Other than that, I think it should be a pretty clear trip. I don't think there's much in wild animals along the route. Alright. Anyone else?
I guess, how much did he pay to get 10 more extra rations?
3 silver each.
Okay, so I'll pay 3 gold to get 10 more rations.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
This is a limited supply of 10.
Yeah, I know, but I also have a dungeon or burglar's pack that has rations too.
Well, I'm saying everyone can't buy 10. He has 10 that he's offering up for cheap, but you could buy
Oh.
more after that.
Oh,
So basically, it turns into an auction as a bunch of people come and like, I want those rations. I'll give you
I
10
want-
gold pieces for them.
I need those rations for reasons.
Well, supply and demand. I'm increasing the cost.
I'll just take them at full price. How much is that?
5 silver for a day of rations.
Except that quotes drug character, whatever his name is, just paid 3 gold for them.
I thought Turtle bought them before me, so that's why I gave up.
Yeah, but you're all going there offering 3 gold for something that's 3 silver. Silver.
No,
Like,
3
oh,
gold
wait.
It's 3 silver each, so it comes to a total of 3 gold for 10.
Yeah, think about that. Then.
I don't have to. I'm not buying it.
I bought all the rations I could get off that guy.
Yeah, that's why I assumed Turtle
Yep.
bought all of them, so that's why I assumed there was not left.
Grab them
Bought it.
first.
Bought his rations, then I bought his store, then I bought his wife.
Snooze, you lose. That's what you get, shopkeeper. Alright. So what do you all plan to do from here?
Leave.
Leave?
Yeah.
Alright. So I did hear someone had a cart.
I think me and somebody else has a carriage.
Yeah, I have a carriage.
Hey,
I have a single
You
horse.
spent that much money on a carriage?
I have a carriage, 2 draft horses.
Yeah, I'm a noble. I can't be bothered to walk that far anywhere.
do you know offhand how fast that goes for you?
No, not offhand. Sorry.
Well, I know the 2 draft horses can go 40 feet each. I don't know if carrying the carriage
So you spent
determines anything.
you spent 200 gold on just your ride.
Yeah.
I'm being carried. I spent a gold.
We'll be like the world's first biker gang, but except we're just carriage gang.
We're literally a carriage train. Except for the fucking Blackstaff mercenary company who wouldn't fit in our carriage.
That's right. I'm being carried. Remember?
Yeah, but you're gonna get there way later.
You say. I mean, if you wanna ride on ahead and do this solo, go ahead.
Yep, that is technically an option. Alternatively, if you do all stick together, it will be going by the slowest individual member, which appears to be being carried.
Well, I know. I think the slowest members would be the ones not riding in a carriage.
Is Turtle operating
Exactly.
carriage
Which I guess, not being me, would be the people also not riding in a carriage.
I have plenty of room in my carriage if you want to come sit in the carriage.
Okay.
I don't have room in the carriage for the
9
fucking
other people.
unseen servants and cloaks. But
Are they actually unseen servants? I'm uncertain now.
I'm gonna assume they're either unseen servants, pixies stacked on top of each other, or like really well maintained undead.
Or they could just be actual people taking a vow of silence. I mean, you never thought of that.
I don't know.
I don't think there's a way to do that in D&D.